Long ago, in a small American frontier town, there lived a wealthy landowner named Mr. Whitmore. He had 2 wives and 3 children. His first wife, Mary, had a daughter named Clara, while his second wife, Evelyn, had a son named James and a daughter named Abigail. Sadly, Mary passed away, leaving Clara under the care of her stepmother, Evelyn. Clara was a kind-hearted girl, known for her skill in sewing and helping around the house. In contrast, Abigail, her stepsister, disliked chores and often felt envious of Clara. Abigail would dress in fine clothes, while Clara was given old, worn-out dresses. Despite the unfair treatment, Clara never complained and continued to help her family. One day, while Clara and Abigail were working in the cornfields, a bird perched on a nearby oak tree and chirped, "The girl wearing old, tattered clothes will one day be queen here." Hearing this, Abigail quickly switched clothes with Clara, giving her the new dress and taking the old one for herself. Later, the bird returned and chirped again, "The girl wearing clean and beautiful clothes will be queen here." Abigail, angered by the bird's words, shouted at it and scolded Clara. A few days later, while the sisters were in the fields, some travelers from a nearby town stopped by. Parched from their journey, they asked Abigail for water, but she refused, saying she had none. When they asked Clara, she willingly shared her water, even though she had little to spare. The travelers were grateful and praised her kindness. When the travelers returned to their town, they told their leader, a young and kind-hearted mayor, about Clara. The mayor, who was looking for a wife, decided to visit the small frontier town. He found Clara working in the fields and was immediately drawn to her gentle nature and modest demeanor. The mayor approached Clara and said, "Will you come with me to my town and be my wife?" Clara shyly agreed, and they left for the town together. Abigail, watching from a distance, ran home to tell her mother about what had happened. Furious with envy, Evelyn began plotting to bring Clara down. Clara and the mayor married and were happy together. Clara soon gave birth to a son, and her life in the mayor's mansion was filled with joy. Evelyn, however, could not bear to see Clara's happiness. She sent multiple messages asking Clara to visit, but the mayor, wary of Evelyn's intentions, always refused. One day, Evelyn sent a message saying Clara's father was gravely ill and wished to see her. The mayor reluctantly allowed Clara to visit but told her to return soon. When Clara arrived, she discovered her father had passed away. Heartbroken, she wanted to return to her family, but Evelyn and Abigail insisted she stay a few more days. One afternoon, while they were sitting on the porch, Abigail offered to braid Clara's hair. Reluctant at first, Clara eventually agreed. While braiding her hair, a small keepsake, a delicate flower-shaped pin the mayor had given Clara, fell to the ground. Clara panicked and told Abigail, "That pin is precious to me. The mayor gave it to me as a symbol of protection. Please help me retrieve it." Abigail feigned concern, but refused to help, so Clara went to retrieve it herself. As Clara bent down to pick up the pin, Evelyn and Abigail poured boiling water over her. Clara screamed in pain, but Evelyn, thinking she had died, placed her body in a sack and left it deep in the woods. However, luck was on Clara's side. The mayor's loyal dog, Scout, who had been set free to roam, found Clara in the woods. Scout licked her wounds and stayed by her side, protecting her. Gradually, Clara recovered and lived in the forest with Scout. Meanwhile, Abigail dressed in Clara's clothes and returned to the town, pretending to be the mayor's wife. The mayor welcomed her back, but soon grew suspicious, noticing her behavior was different. Early one morning, Mayor Henry decided to go hunting in the woods with his guards. They searched all day but couldn't find any animals. As evening approached, Henry came across the cabin where Scout, his loyal dog, had been roaming freely. Turning to his attendants, Henry said, "I will spend the night here." But Scout barked furiously, refusing to let the mayor enter the cabin. Suspicious, Henry demanded to know what was wrong. After much persistence, Scout finally let him inside, where Henry was shocked to find Clara, his true wife, alive but scarred. Overwhelmed, Clara revealed the horrors she had endured at the hands of her stepmother Evelyn and stepsister Abigail. Furious, Henry swore vengeance. "Justice will be served," he declared. The next day, Henry returned to town and approached Abigail. He calmly said, "You should go to the river and take a bath." Abigail, unsuspecting, agreed. But when she reached the riverbank, Henry appeared with his guards and in his rage cut her into 2 pieces. He collected her blood and brought it back to the palace, where Clara bathed in it. But Henry's anger did not stop there. He sent a message inviting Evelyn and her son to the palace, pretending to offer reconciliation. When they arrived, Henry served them a feast. Unbeknownst to them, the meal had been prepared using Abigail's cooked flesh. Evelyn and her son ate without suspicion. Before they left, Henry gave Evelyn 2 pots, saying, "If you grow tired on your journey, open one and drink from it." Halfway home, exhausted, they opened one of the pots. Bees swarmed out and stung them mercilessly. After much struggle, they managed to continue their journey. Finally reaching home, Evelyn opened the second pot. Inside, she found Abigail's severed head. Shocked and horrified, Evelyn fainted and died on the spot. With justice served, Henry brought Clara back to the town as his rightful wife. The people celebrated her return, and Clara lived a life of peace, love, and happiness with Henry and their child.